You are exactly where you need to be. Welcome to Novaleaf Mind. Sit back, relax, and enjoy today's story. In a quiet countryside town, surrounded by golden fields and old oak trees, there lived a legendary woodworker known simply as Master Aldrich. His hands had shaped wood for over 50 years, and people traveled from distant villages just to watch him work. They would say, when Aldrich touches wood, it stops being timber and becomes something alive. His workshop smelled of cedar and stories. One bright morning, two ambitious young men, Callum and Rowan, knocked on his door. "Master Aldrich," they said eagerly, "we want to become great woodworkers like you. Will you teach us?" Aldrich studied them for a moment, then smiled slowly. "Meet me in the forest at dawn tomorrow," he said. "We'll see what you're really made of." The next morning, deep in the forest, Aldrich began pointing out trees one by one. "This one is strong. This one still holds too much moisture. And this one isn't ready yet." Callum pulled out a small notebook and wrote every word down, studying each tree like it held a secret. But Rowan stretched his arms, yawned loudly, and said, "Why waste time on all this theory? Just show us how to swing an axe." "I'm strong. That's all it takes, isn't it?" Aldrich said nothing, simply kept working. That evening, as the sun melted into the horizon, Aldrich sat them both down and said, "Before we go home, let me tell you a story. Once, two travelers were walking along a dusty road under a blazing afternoon sun. Both were desperately thirsty. The first traveler spotted an old well, walked toward it with hope, but found no rope, no bucket. Frustrated, he shook his head and walked away. The second traveler arrived at the same well minutes later, just as thirsty, just as tired. But instead of giving up, he looked around. He found an old bucket hidden in the grass nearby. Then he searched for rope. There was none. So he got on his knees, pulled long, thick grass from the ground, twisted and braided it patiently until he had made his own rope. He lowered the bucket, pulled up cold, clear water, and drank deeply before walking on with a full heart. Aldrich paused and looked at both of them. "Now tell me which traveler was more thirsty." Callum didn't hesitate. "The second one." He refused to give up. The thirst burned in him so deeply that his mind found a way when there was none. "Exactly," said Aldrich quietly. "Real thirst doesn't complain. It creates." He turned to Rowan. "Strength without the will to learn is just wasted energy. You can swing an axe 1,000 times and never become a craftsman. But the moment you become truly hungry to understand, the day you stop assuming and start paying attention, everything changes." Rowan looked down at the ground. In that silence, something shifted inside him. From that day forward, Callum learned with fire in his eyes. And Rowan? He picked up a notebook of his own. In our own lives, knowledge is the rope, curiosity is the bucket, and the well, it is always there, waiting. The only question is how thirsty you truly are. Never stop learning. As long as you are learning, you are growing. And as long as you are growing, your story is not finished. If today's story meant something to you, share it with someone who needs to hear it. Hit like, leave a comment below, and subscribe so you never miss a story. I'll be back soon with another tale to carry you forward. Until then, be patient, be grateful, and keep moving.